Anthony. And of course, check out the Mark Report, 6:30 a.m. on Tuesdays. Come on, you're awake, you're getting ready for work. Find them out.
Mark Report. What's up, everybody? It is May 29th, 2000. And I just want to start this show off with saying one quick thing. Mark, which wrestler do you want to use?
I'm gonna go Kevin Nash.
Okay, we're gonna say Kevin Nash. All right, everybody, just close your eyes and think about this. Kevin Nash, WCW champion. David Arquette, WCW champion. Now let that sit in. Just think about it real quick. All right, it was Monday Night Raw tonight. What did you guys think about it?
It was shit, man. I'm not even gonna watch it.
I think it was alright. It wasn't that bad. I think it was fine. The crowd loved that shit like they usually do. It's been great.
Because it was in fucking Canada.
Yeah, I mean, the Raws have been great. I think this one might have been taped, maybe, because they had a lot of fuck-ups. But I didn't read anything about them being taped.
The Navy's, no, this is skipping forward, but, so, spoiler alert, Kane returned tonight, if anyone didn't know. Kane, attacked, Vince and Stephanie. Did you just get, like, a weird, like, scrambling of the footage for a second? Or was that just my feed?
I got that as well. I also got one.
Oh, I thought that was my feed, man.
Nah, man, so
storm over here
it was weird because The Rock was cutting a promo and then they skipped to like a weird poster of like something about Josie, maybe, I don't know. But then after the promo, they go back into, they do a match and shit like that, and they show the exact same image of the girl. So it's either that's the 7-second delay, or that's just them doing a taped show in Canada. But I don't know.
I don't even know what was going on tonight, man. My TV was flickering the whole time. The connection was bad. We got a real bad storm at the moment, so I don't know if I'll be even on all night. Like, my dial-up might just cut out.
Oh, that's fucked. However, we opened the show with Taker coming out. Didn't say anything because Triple H came out right after him. And he cut his little heel promo, little condescending promo. Do you guys finally believe in this guy? Because, you know, I think I do. He's not doing that bad. I mean, after the match he had 2 weeks ago at Judgment Day, it's been... I mean, he hasn't been going down. He's been going up constantly.
I feel like that stable is the WWF's version of the NWO.
No.
How long till Perry Saturn's in there, man?
No, you know what they are? That stable? They're the kids in school. And Triple H is like the lead head, the mean kid.
Dickhead.
He's the leader. Yeah.
Which means he's probably the bitch, because mostly the jock and the bitch is the leader until he gets like put in his place.
So Stephanie's the real leader then.
Nah,
yes.
Stephanie's the fucking cheerleader.
Yeah, Stephanie might be either just a cheerleader or just, you know, she might be just telling people to do things, I guess. Like we saw tonight with her backstage doing a segment with, you know, Trish and Val and, you know, Albert and Test.
I'll tell you this, Mr. McMahon is loving this at the moment. So, Rock comes out, cuts his stereotypical promo. Taker and him go back and forth, and Vince goes, "Oh, would you people want to see a championship match tonight?" And I thought to myself, he's thinking in his head like an actual promoter, like, I've got these people in the palm of my hands. Like, I'm supposed to be a heel right now, but I'm talking to them like
a promoter.
I don't know how to describe it, like a promoter, like it's a poster on a wall, and he's just laughing at them. And I absolutely love Vince, man.
Yeah,
absolutely on point.
Vince has been on point since he's been feuding with Austin, and he hasn't let that shit die down.
He's been on point, man, since Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Was it 4 years ago now?
He's been on point since, you know, unintentionally being the most hated person in wrestling, which is, you know, clever as a bitch, because you wouldn't expect somebody to do that shit. But yeah, he's been just week after week. He's just been doing fantastic.
Why are people still mad because Bret screwed Bret?
No, people aren't mad. People can't. You really can't still be mad at that. I mean, Come on now, who gives a fuck? We already know Brett's just a whiny bitch. We already know that. But I still love him. Don't matter.
Aren't you Canadian though? So that's why.
Hell no. Don't disrespect me like that.
Dude, he's Samoan.
Shout out to all the Canadian fans that listen. But no, I'm not Canadian.
You're all a bunch of marks.
Agreed.
Just
Fuck you and your free healthcare.
What was the first match, by the way?
how could you forget, man? The Godfather and the cat.
Oh,
Malenko?
yeah. Yes. I was confused. I mean, at first I'm thinking, is Malenko gonna actually like talk to the hoes, or like he's just standing
The
there
hoes
very
were loud
awkwardly?
tonight.
Yeah, the
You guys
hoes were
noticed that?
very
The
loud.
hoes were extremely loud.
They were just
Come on,
talking.
Shut the fuck up, man.
They were just fucking loud. I mean, they were louder than
They were
Stephanie.
Canadian whores, that's why.
Oh, so Canadian whores are loud? Have you experienced one before?
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, you played the fifth. So the match was
I'll
okay.
just
The match was
Kind of
pretty fun.
sensually, right?
Yeah.
I thought the match honestly was a bit shit, but the crowd were into it because they're all a bunch of marks. D'Lo Brown, though, when he got in the ring, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like everything went lower. D'Lo Brown is like a heat killer to me, man. Am I the only one seeing this? Or is
No, he's been a heat killer since Vince Russo left.
when he comes on and does that little stupid walk of his, people aren't laughing.
Hey man, I
People
Listen
love
to the real deal now. Fuck out of here.
Just terrible, man. And Lawler perving over the cat again. All right,
Man,
Jerry,
D'Lo
calm
Brown
down, man.
is the greatest European champion of all time, right?
Who?
Of all time.
D'Lo?
D'Lo Brown.
Oh, fuck off.
In what circles is this now?
I don't.
Wrestling circles.
You've been on that No
Thank
DQ
you.
website again.
Have you?
Fuck those guys.
However, I thought the match was okay. It's what it was. The crowd liked it. I didn't mind it. It was a weird mix of the teams, but it's because everybody hated each other, I guess. So just put them all, lump them all together, have them fight for a while.
What a weird combination though. Godfather and Dean Malenko.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like Dean Malenko still tucks his shirt in.
Well, that's the point, though. Dean Malenko's boring and Godfather gets a reaction, so
Yeah, that is the point.
rub a bit of that charisma onto him. I can say it, but
Yeah, just the charisma, I guess.
I don't know about you guys. I just thought the match was shit and sloppy the whole time.
Yeah, it was a nothing match, but I thought it was fine for what it was.
Do you guys know the runtime of it?
The runtime? Shit, I would expect like 4
4
minutes.
minutes, 5 minutes. I wouldn't even have said if you watched this on the replay tonight, anybody, or on catch up at some point. I would tell you now. I'd put probably money on it that wasn't longer than 4 minutes, or maybe 4 minutes 30 seconds. It was pointless beyond belief.
Yeah, man. I thought it was pointless as well. It was what it was, but it was nothing. It was just, continue that little feud there. Funny thing is, the cat got a big reaction. Probably a better reaction than most WCW stars at the moment. But, yeah, the cat was just...
The cat gets a reaction with Jerry Lawler. That's what I believe.
With Jerry Lawler? Jerry Lawler wasn't even there. He was just
Jerry Lawler
commentating.
was there. He was in
No, he was commentating, but he's not gonna
Yeah,
get
he was-
over. I'm talking about the crowd, being over with the crowd.
Oh, no, I'm just talking about he's over on Cat, man. He would not shut up tonight,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
He was
he would.
killing me.
Well, that's his girl. That's why. I mean, that's expected.
Yeah, but I don't need to hear it every week, man.
Yeah, that's
But
that's very true.
then we go to backstage, and I thought it was Mini-Me at first, or a child. It turned out it is Joe C, which is everybody's favorite.
Everybody's
Midget
favorite
rapper.
at the time. Yes, everybody's favorite midget rapper. Everybody loves
EC3.
Joe C. You guys love Joe C? You love him?
So Edge and Christian call him Mini-Me, right?
You dirty cunt. Did you
You
even
know,
listen
I
to
would
Kid
say-
Rock's album? Did you even
I
listen
don't
to
like
it?
Kid Rock, man.
You don't like Kid Rock?
He's not popular over here, man.
Oh, he's not. He's not.
Limp
Okay.
Bizkit. Limp Bizkit's the good shit.
He's more. Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit is like, I would say more mainstream than Kid Rock, but it's whatever.
Joe C, though, I will say this, for celebrities, I love people like Joe C, man. They're willing to take a beating and get embarrassed to a point.
He
Thank
almost
you.
he basically got killed in a trash can.
I don't think he was in the trash can.
Well, yeah, of course he wasn't in the.
I think-
Of course he wasn't in a fucking
Just,
trash can.
I'm sorry, but this isn't real people. I think they put a bag or something in the trash can.
No, they didn't put anything. All they literally had to do was cut it out. You hop out the trash can. He grabs the chair and he whacks it. He's not gonna be in there.
You think he crawled out of it? I think they just stopped recording.
No, yeah, they stopped recording.
Stop animation.
They stopped recording.
See
They-
Josie walk away like a Lego character.
I swear I saw like a little quick cut there. I swear I did. Or they just dragged. They
Were you
dragged
gonna
the.
record on your VHS.
Yeah, I recorded the show, just in case I missed anything.
Replay it, and if you can, try to send me it on the Yahoo later on. Alright.
I'll try. But yeah, I think the whole Josie shit was cool, especially later on in the show. Well, not really later on, in a few minutes afterwards. Yeah, he was a big part on Edge and Christian losing their tag titles.
Their reign wasn't very much to start with.
I thought it was fine. They're when it comes to Edge and Christian, they're just very comedy-esque, but they're dickheads.
I just missed the trench coats.
You missed the trench coats?
Missed the trench coats. The 5-second post thing's a bit corny to me.
Well, after
But,
that,
Well, if he's listened to the new Kid Rock album,
yeah, I did. It was fine. I actually liked it. Like the
you
first.
actually went and bought it.
No. I listened to I was in somebody else's car, and he said, he just said, "Oh, you want to listen to it?" I said, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" So I fucking listened to it. It was pretty good.
I don't know, man. Do you live in a trailer park or what? I don't.
No. I just live down south.
I don't understand Americans, man. But anyway, do you know what I do understand though? The talent of Kurt Angle.
Yes.
Now, Eddie Guerrero and China, I like these two a lot. I like the partnership there. But Kurt Angle comes out, gets perfect heel heat. Match was really good. Angle makes fun of Canada the only way he can, really, just ragging on them completely.
Mm-hmm.
He has this smile, but such a punchable face. It is.
Yes.
Kurt Angle is someone for the future, man. The next 15 years.
Like when it comes to Kurt Angle, there's nowhere else he's gonna go besides up. Like, I don't see him going down.
Unless he gets a bad injury, like a really stunting injury.
Yeah, he could. Well, he already broke his fucking neck in the Olympics. So I mean, what more can happen to him? Broken legs? What? Someone's gonna Monica Lewinsky his legs.
Well, he'll be the same height then as Josie.
Oh
So-
shit.
China. Sorry about that there. China
Yeah.
helps Eddie to win. Cheat to win. Yada yada yada. Overall, good match. I enjoyed China quite a lot with Eddie. It's still a bit weird though, seeing China with Eddie and then Hunter with Stephanie.
Yeah, well, I think it is a little weird for TV, but I don't know what's going on there.
Is there something behind the scenes?
There might be. I mean, I've heard a little bit of things like Steph and Triple H are actually together, but then they had to break up for a while because it didn't look good backstage. It's weird. It sounds like high school shit, to be fair.
Well, we go back to Josie saying to Edge and Christian, they can go fuck himself, which
It was surprising to hear that,
Well-
especially on live TV. It was like,
they bleeped it out though.
I know they bleeped it out, but even
yeah.
even to like give that an idea that they're saying fuck on TV, that's pretty cool.
Well, here's one for you, right? Who do you think, before we found out it was Kane, who do you think was jumping all these people? Because Road Dogg got jumped first. Who do you guys think jumped Road Dogg?
I thought it was Austin.
You thought it was Austin?
Yeah, no, I don't know about that. I mean, Austin's.
I was
I don't even know
kind of
where
thinking it
Reason's
was
coming
just Undertaker and Rock. I know it's very simple to say,
Yeah.
very boring and bland, but
I didn't
on
think
this
it was
company,
gonna
that's
be
what
a
I
new
thought it
person.
was.
Yeah, I really didn't think it was going to be a new person. I thought it was just going to be, either The Rock was doing
Hulk
this
Hogan.
side and Hulk Hogan. I thought the Taker was on this side, The Rock was on
Could've been
this side or
Goldberg.
something. It could have
Sting,
been fucking
possibly.
Goldberg.
Someday Sting will be in the WWF, man, against the
No,
Triple
he
H and
won't.
Helmsley.
No, he
Or the Helmsley and McMahon faction, man. I'm telling you. Once WCW finally closes down, Sting will be in the WWF.
No, he fucking won't. He ain't
I
gonna be there.
I can't wait for WCW to die. It's gonna be a great day.
It's getting close to it at this point. I don't watch the product, but from all you guys say, it's getting there.
It's getting there. It's really getting there. After that David Arquette shit, it's heading there.
So what do you guys think of EC?
You say Ric Flair was WCW champion and so was David Arquette.
Yeah,
Huh, I
just
did
let
not
that
know
sink in, folks. Let that
Chelsea should be the WWF champion, man.
yeah, just let that sink in. But yeah, Edge and Christian lost the tag belts against Too Cool. Thought that wasn't that bad. The match
People
was
were well over tonight, man.
they've been. I mean, I
Oh,
remember a year we reviewed them right when they came out, and they were fucking bullshit. Now they're over. It's crazy what a year does.
I thought it was a good match, man, but it's still a bit weird and awkward. I know it's TV, but Jerry doesn't really acknowledge Brian. If we know right, that is his son, isn't it?
Yes, that's his son.
Yeah, that's just
Bit awkward from all those rumors we've heard over the years about them not very much getting along and Jerry not acknowledging that he even exists.
Yeah.
Any of you get a weird vibe sometimes when they come out and wrestle and Jerry's talking about them, or such as me?
No, I mean it's the same thing like the fucking it's the same thing with the Honky Tonk Man. Even though Jerry puts over the Honky Tonk Man every time he sees him, because that's his cousin. But besides that, they don't really say it directly, and they're not ever gonna say it.
To me, honestly, I would never think Jerry and Honky Tonk Man are related. Yeah, they come out with the same bullshit, but character-wise and look and all, I wouldn't say it honestly.
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna say that. It's just, I don't really mind the whole not acknowledging that shit. It's probably just not trying to fucking, because, you don't want to acknowledge something in wrestling if you're not gonna fucking follow through with it. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you this, we were very creative today with the Joe C. low blow.
Yes, the hockey stick.
Screw having a midget just low blow him with his hand or his arm. Nope, goes and gets a hockey stick, and they're in Canada, so perfect fit. If you didn't know, that's how they hit Christian in the balls, the hockey stick, and Too Cool became. So official now, Too Cool are your new tag team champions. So let that sink in. World, don't know if he's even care about. Darkness returns, attacks Vince.
Again, really fast.
Really did think it was Undertaker at this point in Rock, but then I do, but then I'm like, how did they leave the room so fast?
Yeah, but in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, it is wrestling, but in my mind is if it was Kane, right? If it was Kane, like, who did not see this big fuckhead turn off the lights, beat him up, and walk out?
Well, it didn't even beat him up. He punched him once and fucked off.
No, he punched him once, kind of threw him, and then that's it.
I keep on bringing up the Ewok, but Joe C, man. That dude could have just basically done it, man.
Yeah.
Hiding under the table, whacks him, turns the light off, whacks him.
Josie got a fucking heavy hand, doesn't he? Somehow he beats everybody up.
They called him Jerry called him he's an Ewok.
Yeah.
This dude is an Ewok, and he's on Raw, so congratulations to the Ewok, man. Rikishi versus Shane, King of the Ring. What do you guys think about that? I thought it was very blah, not really interested in either of them at the moment.
The only thing I found interesting about that it was they were putting over Rikishi as like something strong because he needed the help of the world champion.
Well, did you see those ass shots they were doing?
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gay here. I don't need to see ass Rikishi's.
They love to zoom in the ass, don't they?
Weird ass.
They love to do that.
Ripples.
Yeah, there's like
not really
just wrinkles. You got like ass dimples on this shit. The fuck?
Multiple.
How do you think Shane feels that in this match, the person who comes out to help him is fucking, and who basically is the son that his dad always wanted but never got.
That's deep.
Or am I just looking at it like an asshole?
I'm probably looking at it in the sense of like a future storyline, because they could do that, but I don't see them doing it. Shane is going to be stable. He's going to be exactly where he is. He's not going anywhere else. But besides that, I thought that whole shit with Shane and the match with Rikishi was whatever. But I like how they kind of put him over. How many weeks?
How many weeks away are we?
4 weeks.
4. Are you just going to get it on pay-per-view? I'm not really interested, to be honest with you.
I might, because I like King of the Ring pay-per-views. I like the King of the Ring.
2 weeks ago, man, my wallet's feeling it.
I don't know. I got to check the Go Home Raw.
Yeah, man. I mean, after that Judgment Day pay-per-view, I mean, I don't think they're going to do any... They're not doing bad. Their pay-per-views are, pretty good. They're pretty solid, but besides that, yeah, Rikishi's moving on to the King of the Ring for some weird reason. Do you think he's going to win? Who do you think is going to win the King of the Ring, actually? Let me just start this now.
Stone Cold.
Not Rikishi.
I'm going with Benoit randomly. I think Benoit. They're gonna put Benoit in there. Yeah, I think they're gonna put Benoit in there.
Dark Horse. I'm just gonna say. I don't know, man. Maybe Benoit to go with Angle. I'm gonna go Kurt Angle.
Just because you went Benoit, I'm gonna go Perry Saturn.
Perry Saturn.
That's right, everybody. Perry Saturn's gonna win the King of the Ring 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Write that down.
You fucking keep that shit in your heads, bitches. All right.
Yeah, remember that in 4 weeks' time.
All right. Stephanie was talking to TNA and Val Venus. The only thing I liked about that segment was basically Tess called her a bitch when she left.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. When she walks out the door and all I hear is, "You bitch." I thought that was brilliant. The rest of it was just a bit bored, like it was a bit corny, but that was a funny moment. The crowd once again didn't give a fuck. But the crowd even get to watch this when we watch it?
Like watching those segments, as those little quick shit.
Yeah,
yeah, they do. They put it on the hard camera.
because they didn't even. I don't know. I thought it was funny. Like I wasn't ha 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 laughing my ass off.
I went to the Raw when they debuted when Benoit, Eddie, Saturn, Malenko when they debuted. I went there. They
Briscoe
put the
was there.
segments
Was he
in.
there?
Yeah, Patterson and Briscoe were there. Yeah.
Telling you, I try to see Briscoe of that title, man. I just laughed my ass off.
Yeah. They did that shit.
He's loving it though.
Yeah, I mean they did that shit. They're gonna fucking do something with. I guess they're gonna do something with him with a hardcore bout. I like the comedy shit they do with fucking, Pat Patterson and fucking Briscoe. It's great.
Here's a question for you: where do they go on Val?
Where do they go with Val?
Fire him.
Purgatory.
With Horn Studio.
What does Val do anymore? He was over for a year. Literally, he was over for a year.
Well, he's not even in TNA.
Yeah, he's not even in the group, so
He's not even in there. He's just standing there. He's just, I don't know, that weird kid that you just want to get out of your group, man, that just follows you.
Well, I heard they're gonna try to change his look a little bit. That's what I heard. They're gonna try to. They said
How can you change his look?
They said they're gonna cut his hair. I heard it.
Was he getting out of prison now?
Yeah, they're gonna give him like a little military buzz or some shit. I don't know why.
Call him Nails, man. Call him Nails Jr.
Yeah, just fucking call him Nails and then choke Vince and ask for your money. After that, we had the match that Stephanie obviously put up. The fucking Jericho and the Hardys versus Al and fucking TNA. That was whatever. I'm sure there was really nothing to that, to be honest with you. It was just Stephanie and this storyline with Jericho and their feud with that. That seems like it's heating up because Stephanie has her own feud. Like, she's not a wrestler, but she tells people to do her bidding. But she hates Jericho because Jericho calls her a slut every day. So I like how that's working out.
She kind of is a slut, so I don't know.
Yeah, she kind of is, though. She really is. But yeah, that match wasn't that much. I mean, there was really nothing else going on in the match. The fucking Hardys, they're doing pretty good, but I mean, the Hardys haven't done any tag team belt wise in months. It's been since Mania have they've ever competed for those tag belts, which I think they should have them, but it's whatever. I guess they're not going to give them the fucking belts. They should have them.
Goldberg, WCW champion.
Yes, let that sit in, everybody.
David Arquette, WCW champion.
Let that sit in. There was a sign in the crowd that said, China has a penis. Do you think China has a penis?
No.
You don't think China has a penis? Do you think Albert's gay, though? Because there was another
Albert's
sign.
definitely gay.
You think Albert's gay? Why do you think Albert's gay?
Just look at him.
Just look at him?
Just look at him.
What, you think he's like one of those dominating
Albert's a
type
gay
gays? Albert's a gay name.
Yeah. Maybe a submissive gay.
Oh, he's the submissive gay. So he's the one
definitely
abiding by the rules.
Yes, it's always the big ones that's submissive.
Yeah.
You don't think they are, but they
Like he
are.
can kick ass. Yeah.
You're right, though. It is always those submissive people. So, after that match with the Jericho and shit, we had Benoit versus Hardcore Holly, which I love this match. Just another hard-hitting match that has Benoit in it. Pretty simple to explain. Hardcore Holly did probably the best promo he can ever do. Straight to the point and then shut the fuck up. Because,
His music has me dying, man. It's so generic.
it is generic, isn't it?
Jim Johnson, man's just sitting there.
What am I gonna
his
do
Fruit
for
Loops or
Hardcore
something,
Holly?
and just sitting on his hands, man.
Yeah.
No work and effort put into it. You could have that for the Brady Bunch theme, man.
Like, what the fuck are you gonna do with Hardcore Holly? Really? Like, he was
Fire
fighting.
relation.
He was
There's
fighting.
too much waste of spaces, man, on this roster at the moment.
I mean, if you watch WCW, you see Waste of Space, but I'm sure you're
Yeah,
not gonna
just
watch that.
add more to it. Add more to that fire.
Yeah, it's.
Hardcore Holly would be in NWO off the rip, basically.
Yeah, well, for some weird reason, Benoit was playing the babyface tonight because he was in Canada. Not surprised, though, but he was playing that role of, in my country, hey, that bullshit. But besides that fun match, the crowd loved it, and it ended up in a fucking disqualification, which I didn't like.
I know whenever people go to their hometowns and all, but I stand behind it. Canadians are the biggest marks for their own kind.
Of course. It started off
Out
with
of
Bret
everyone,
Hart,
they are-
and after that, it's
They
just...
are the worst.
I mean, after
They
Bret
love
Hart, it
Bret
just
Hart
fucking
so
stems
much.
off of some bullshit. Yeah, they love Bret Hart too much. Too much. I don't know what's so fucking special about it. Jericho interferes. He's the one that interfered and causes disqualification, smacking Hardcore Holly with the fucking chair right in the head. A lot of chair shots to the head tonight, which is always great to see. So for some weird reason, they were running away. Holly was running away from fucking Benoit, and Jericho was just chasing them for no reason. And then,
Like Tom and Jerry.
yeah, like Tom and Jerry. And speaking of Jerry, Jerry says, the Canadians are coming, the Canadians are coming. Run away, Bob Holly. I'm like, oh god, Jerry.
JR should have smacked him over the head, man, with some barbecue sauce.
After that match, what was it? Steve Blackman. Not even Steve Blackman. Steve
What are you
Blackman.
gonna talk about this match?
Well, we have to talk about it. It was on the show.
Nobody
on, man.
cares about
What
this.
the fuck is wrong with you? We do our show.
The only people
And
that
then-
care about these matches, man, are just I don't know. People
Our
that
fans
fantasize
might
over
care
people
about
that
this
wear
match.
security
It's-
vests.
Come on, man. It's Bull Buchanan.
Our listeners care about this match. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you.
Oh, do they? Alright.
Yeah, our listeners care about this match.
Email us. Email us at Yahoo.
Email us if
Tell
your favorite wrestler is Steve Blackman and Bull Buchanan. Please
Everybody,
email us.
plugs.
Yes.
Check
everybody
out the Mark Report. Obviously, we have a website. We're on a website called Wrestling Soup. You can find us there. If you need to email us, it is markreport1969 at yahoo.com. We have the Yahoo form, which is Mark_Report Wrestling. At the moment, our last one, someone hacked it, or some asshole basically destroyed it. Some Nigerian dude. But yeah.
Fuck that nigga.
Look here. Right, I don't know. That's it for. Oh wait, and Snickers
Yes, we got our sponsor from
Snickers.
Snickers. Grab a fucking Snickers.
and Burger
How
King.
you forget
Have
Burger
it your
King?
way.
Yeah, don't
It
forget
tastes
Burger
better.
Oh, you love Burger King, don't
That
you?
is all. Oh, I do, man. There's one with a bunch of Indians who work at it, and it is superb, man. Indians know how to make a good Burger King.
Yes, quote that on him.
Yeah.
Indians know how to make good Burger King.
Damn
Nobody
straight,
makes
man. I'm sure the
American
King's Indian.
burgers like Indian.
Gandhi is the king, man.
Gandhi knows how to flip burgers, eh?
Wait for India to not listen. Anyway, worse than
So
definitely.
after that, we had a little segment of Pat Patterson telling the cameraman, I gotta get these coffees to Jerry and Vince and Shane and Triple H. And he walks past another dark room, and he gets fucking dragged in, and he sounds like he's getting raped in the room.
I'm sure Pat Patterson would enjoy getting dragged into a dark closet.
Yes, I'm sure I bet you he'd rather have been the one to drag in than the one to pull in, but it's fine. I guess he's good at receiving and taking. After that was a Big Show commercial.
Real quick. But isn't what happened to Pat Patterson, can't that be considered a hate crime?
A hate crime? How was that?
You know, because he's gay.
Listen to this guy.
Oh, 'cause he's
PC, man.
gay?
People like you are destroying
come
America.
on. This country's... Fuck out of here. this country's going to shit. Fuck that. I don't want to hear that PC shit. I'm tired of
It's
them.
not. Fuck you. I'm not. I am not PC, sir.
I would hope you're
Man,
not.
go and eat your Chef Boyardee.
Yeah,
ravioli,
go
man.
eat that shit with the Big Show. And by the way, everybody, if you don't realize, you haven't seen the Big Show in a while because he's in OVW because he's too fat. He's gotten sent there to lose weight, but he still has time to eat Chef Boyardee ravioli over stuff.
At the end of the commercial, he breaks the chair.
Yeah, he breaks the chair, so that's a big sign that the shit ain't helped. That shit's not working in OVW. But however, he still has a
The
job.
advert is promoting him being a fat, lazy fuck.
But
eating ravioli.
the WWF has told them to go to OVW and lose that fucking weight. But he can eat in a commercial. That's perfectly fine.
Ravioli, what's in the pocket, Holy Big Show? And it isn't Planet Fitness.
So this is the time where you can see that Josie died in a trash can, but we already talked about that.
He already is trash, so it doesn't matter.
Don't disrespect Josie. Fuck is wrong with you?
Oh yeah, it's me,
Crab with
Josie.
Fucking idiot.
Josie's a Muppet, man.
He's a Muppet now? Don't disrespect the
I'm
midget.
best friends with Kid Rock. Bow with the bow.
My name is Kid.
My name is Kid. I thought you didn't listen to the fucking album. Why do you know that song?
So, The Rock and Taker's now.
Yeah, you fucking idiot. Yes, The Rock and Taker's next, but there is no match really because the regime decided to jump them both. That's the big
Well, that's not
plan,
true.
everybody.
That's not true. Well, they came up, but we don't. In storyline, everybody, if wrestling was real, we don't know if they were going to do that because Rock and Undertaker chose not to fight each other. They looked at each other and then went outside and started fighting.
Did you really think they were gonna fight each other?
Yeah. For like maybe a minute or two at least.
Aw.
Nah, I
Once
It's
again,
it's
man, the
real.
crowd's stupid, man. They
Aw,
cheered for
look
that.
at the
It's like,
little
you
Mark
watching
over
this?
here. Look at you. Aw.
Oh,
Wanted
you
to
guys
see
have been on
Taker versus-
that website
He
then?
wanted to see Taker versus Rock on Raw.
Oh, what are you kidding? You think you're gonna get that for free? No, open your pocketbook.
Well, we got to see Steve Blackman versus Bull for free. I mean, that's a bit of a caliber match.
That's like opening match on a pay-per-view. That's good stuff.
So there you go. So fuck yous.
So this is when this is when
no.
Kane came out and raised the belt at the end, which I liked. I liked that Kane actually came out, and now there's another contender
The
for
ending
the
was
world
so
title.
fast, man.
Well, yeah, because he only had like 5 minutes when everybody else came out. Like The Rock was coming out, and Vince was standing out there talking, and it was 8 minutes left in the show. I was looking at my clock on the wall, and I was looking at the fucking show. I'm like, are we gonna start the match, or is this just gonna be a cluster for the end? It ended up being a cluster, and Kane came out, saving the day once again. He usually likes to do that. He did that earlier this year already. But, yeah, he's another contender for the fucking title.
I like how Kane just picked the belt up. He just picked the belt up and Rock and Undertaker are looking at him. Like, holy
Well, no, I
shit, we
didn't
gotta
think they
worry
looked at him.
about
They looked like they were trying not to look at him, so it doesn't. There's an obvious reasons they would just take the belt straight off him and go, give us that.
What? The Rock was looking at him. He was fucking staring at him. He was like, oh, shit.
It didn't. Well, mine must have cut off early because I didn't see them actually staring at him with anger. They just were like looking away. It looked like.
No, I wasn't like staring with anger. Basically staring at him like, oh, it's Kane. He's huge. And he's another
Yeah,
contender
but it
for the
wasn't
title.
like. No, I didn't see it like that.
That's what I saw.
Mine.
So what do you think is going to be the main event for King of the Ring then? Since we got 3 fucking people trying to fight, you're just going to do another Fatal 4-Way like Mania?
Why
Yeah,
not?
of course.
Because it worked so good the first time.
Yeah,
Vince is the special referee.
because that fucking WrestleMania McMahon in every corner elimination match worked wonders.
Yeah, you paid it. You paid for it.
Oh, I didn't pay
anybody
for it. I
have
went to a
their
party.
money? Real quick. Who had their money on Mick Foley, Linda winning? Anybody?
Idiots. That's all I can fucking say. I mean, obviously, it's
Oh.
either The Rock or Triple H winning. I think a lot of people had their money on The Rock and they lost that bet. They lost that bet real
I hope
fast.
you guys didn't put money on fucking Mick and Linda.
I didn't put money on that match at all. I put my money in the fucking Kurt Angle match with Jericho and Benoit. I said Jericho's losing both belts, but I didn't know if he was going to get pinned or not. He ended up not getting pinned. He just lost both belts. I think they're warming him up for a bigger prize, if you know what I mean. They're warming him up for the world title. Or the King of the Ring, like you said. But I think he's just going to go straight to the title.
On that note, then, Raw overall, I thought it was kind of like just a pointless show. I'm not gonna lie, it really was pointless.
2.5 stars.
2.5
No,
stars.
thank you.
You reading that newsletter?
You paying for that newsletter? That's the question.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're paying for
fuck
it.
no. I'm not giving that fucker my money.
Are you going to do what Vince does? He just fucking tells Finkel to fucking pay for it?
Yeah, I'm going to get one of you guys to pay for it for me.
Funny guy. However,
Wait a minute, didn't we have somebody else here? We're going to find that fucker and have him pay for it for me.
yeah. We'll figure that one out. We'll see if he's around. However, what'd you guys' last remarks on the show?
Should have went to bed early.
Should have went to bed early. How about you?
Perry Saturn is the most over mid-carder on the roster.
And I would like to say that Pat Patterson will always like to give and receive. Have a good night, everybody.
And fuck ECW. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, see you.
Adios.